Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Working Dragon Mystics Magical Coffee Hour, where we're going to drink some coffee, we're going to answer some questions, we're going to have some conversation, and probably most of all, we're going to laugh and act goofy because that tends to be what we end up doing here, anyhow. Hope you all are having a wonderful weekend. Just so y'all know straight off the bat, I'm a little tired. It's been a long week. It has been a very long week here, but that's okay. We got a lot coming, got a busy week ahead. Um, and as always, it's great to get on here and share a little bit of time with you all. Now, just so we can get the announcements out of the way, do remember we have the online school where we have online video courses at workingdragonmystic.com. We also have live workshops that we post there regularly. Currently, if you go over there, you will see that there is a arts and crafts spell working workshop coming up in December. I want to say it's December 2nd. Jade, you can correct me on that if I'm wrong. Seats are filling up, so be sure if you're interested in that to sign up and hop over there. Next, we do have a gilded community full of wonderful people that has grown up around Working Dragon Mystic. Wonderful admin. If you're interested in joining the community and taking part in conversations, check out our gilded community. We always love to have you. Also, apparently I didn't say this, but I thought I did. But anyway, there we do have channel memberships and a Patreon now if you'd like to support the channel and help us out. Many of you know that YouTube is always doing something to alter ads and whatnot in order to keep the lights on and keep the channel going and all those wonderful things. If you'd like to support us and in the process get some lovely little perks like early access to courses, discounts and coupons to the courses, or coupons even for merch if you want to get a coffee cup for you or as a Christmas present for someone else, or some of the artwork over there at the merch store, which can also be found at workingdragonmystic.com. Those are all available in that as well. And I don't know if the camera is making my hat look crooked tonight. I don't know what's going on. That's going to bug me. All right, people. Actually, I think my camera might be crooked. Oh, well, we'll get by. We will survive. So, and if you are here, be sure to hit the like button. Let YouTube know you like the work we're doing. It really does help the channel out a lot more than you realize. And if you're new, hit the subscribe button. Turn on notifications so you're notified anytime we release a video. We release a video every Tuesday. And we usually try to have some other stuff going throughout the week at random, including the roundtables. Those are a lot of fun. And of course, the live streams on Sundays. So there we go. I think that just about covered everything I'm supposed to say. Maybe. I am tired. I probably forgot something. Now, with that said, it is a little difficult for me to read it at times because I am tired. So I apologize. Let's see what we got here. Jade, good to see you. Dino, is that Dino? Dino, good to see you. GK, Angela, Karma, Maria, and Maria again. Good to see you all. Levy, welcome. Angela, woohoo, we jumping. And Jade, merch store, Maria, Dino, welcome. Okay. There we go. There we go. Oh, that's what I forgot. If you do have a question and it gets missed and you're really super important, or it's important, you can do a super chat. It'll flash it up big on the screen, make me see it, and I have to get to it that way. Just make sure it is, YouTube appropriate, please. And any super chat with or without question of $5 or more will be included in spell work for prosperity and health and well-being that will be done this week. So also there's that. So let's get into it. We have a few questions already starting to stack up here on me. Good evening, Jedi. Great to see you as well. Always more coffee. Always more coffee. I wish coffee would actually wake me up sometimes. It really doesn't. Let's see. Dragons are extremely empathetic, but do not mistake empathetic with sympathetic. Dragons are very logical creatures and their primary focus is on balance and growth, and they will always prioritize balance and growth over you being comfortable. Always. And that is a flaw a lot of people make, is they assume empathy is sympathy. empathy is the ability to understand and feel emotions, not necessarily to direct oneself by them. So, let's see. Today I've been walking. Today I've been lighter myself. Hey, Drake and hey, Moonriders, good to see you. So, I hope everyone is doing well, honestly. So, whew, it's been busy around here. We are still trying to get ready for the move, of course. Thankfully, we have 2 new admin over at the Gilded, which is helping out a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. And I am starting to maybe get a hold of all the threads of everything that I need to work with in order to make this move go off smoothly in the new year. But at the meantime, of course, we're all dealing with holiday stuff, right? And it is ramping up. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not about to harp on holidays. That would kind of be counterproductive to my stream about enjoying the holidays, which that's not what we're about to do. But I am going to be honest with y'all. It is the holidays. It's a go, 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 and go some more kind of time. It can be exhausting. My advice is when you can, step back and take time. Take it. Take the time when you can. Will it be often? Probably not. I know it won't be for me, but try to take some time when you can and try to rest. Try to enjoy. Like right now, I'll be honest, I am tired. And I had the option of cancel stream or go to sleep and go to sleep or do the stream. And I honestly thought to myself, if I went to sleep, I wouldn't be able to sleep because I'd miss the stream. I'd miss you all. It wouldn't be right. Something would be out of place. You know what I mean? That said, though I don't normally go to bed early, I do believe tonight I will be heading to bed shortly after stream because then, my Sunday's complete. I got to see you all, I got to talk with you all, and I'm going to make a little time for me. Me, and lie down, try and get a little sleep because I got a long week ahead. I got some appointments I got to get to. I got to get up early a few mornings on top of all my normal stuff. So it's going to be a busy week. So make the times when you can, but also make sure you enjoy it. Don't overdo it. It's very important. And there is that balance. Like, see, I had to think about it because for me, I know if I don't do my streams, I don't sleep well because I feel like I'd left something undone. And that bothers me. It gets in my head like a splinter. So I had to balance that. So after the streams, that's when, all the excess stuff I usually do after streams, I'm not going to be doing. Try and remember that as you get into the holidays, because I know we all got a lot of stuff happening, a lot of it. Let's see. My gripe is the pace and the people with grumpies. They appear to have a full force grumpier barriers activate. Oh yeah, I'm one of them, Andrew. I'm not even gonna lie. I have to fight the grumpy. I really do. It is stressful. It is. GK, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the super chat. What is it? It helps with your move as in entities. That's a long list, mate. That is. Definitely the draconic rulers. We'll just slap that out. I work a lot with Thor, Odin, and Loki for journey work as well. Any type of travel. All of them are great, well known for their travels and journeys together, so I like to work with them. Those come right off the top of my head. I do work with Azazel, though he's not really known for journeying or travel per se. Him and I have always had a really good working relationship. And I like to keep him up to pace, and he's always been real helpful in advising and stuff like that. So those are just a few of them that I tend to enjoy to work with right offhand. And they are being very, very helpful at this time. They are really making sure Everything that needs to happen in a timely manner is happening in a timely manner. Now, that said, I have to give big credit because this is a military move, and the military does a lot to make this far more pleasant for us than not. Grant you, there's a lot of paperwork and that's a lot of the hoops we got to jump through. But at the end of the day, when it comes time for the pack, the move, the unpack, I got to give them so many props and credits because I couldn't do it without them. So props up to the military on that. All right. But yeah, back to the grumps. I'm one of them. We all are grumpy. We got different things we got to deal with. We got crowds, and it's hard. It is hard. Um, and you can't expect to walk out into public and everybody be smiling and happy. They're responsible for them. You're responsible for you. So what I have to remind myself when I walk out there, for example, Angela, is I do expect everyone in that building to be a complete grump. I do. And if I just accept that they have the right to be grumps, and I do not have the right to determine how they should feel, but I do have the right and the ability to control how I feel, then the entire sea of grumpy doesn't matter no more. Doesn't matter. I put my focus on me. I put my focus on my family and my wife, and me and her go out there. We have fun. We do it our way. We have dark humor. So if you catch us in the store, you may catch us making a few dark jokes, but it's our humor. It's how we enjoy it. It's how we avoid being grumpy ourselves. Because there's one thing I have learned. You go out, you deal with the grumps. If you let them get to you, and it is you have to let them do it. You bring that home with you. You come home grumpy. The only person we're hurting is us. It's the only person. So just accept the people will be grumpy and determine your own reality. And if you don't want to be grumpy, don't you be grumpy. Do what you can to de-grumpy you. Let them be grumpy, and you be you. That's what you got to do. I see the new class now. I don't know yet. Let's see. Maria Baraka, there is no level of magic that can. What is it? What is it? Did I miss something? No. There is actually no level of magic that can just erase diabetes. Diabetes is a thing that is genetically a precursor to my entire family, hands down. And I've talked to a bunch of gurus, spiritual healers, and basically what I would call bullshit artists. And I've seen them supposedly cure over 100 people. And all those people ended up going to the hospital because they stopped taking their medications because they were cured, which was absolute bull crap and lies. So, no, I'm going to say you can't. The best thing you can do for diabetes is to watch your health, take care of it, and actually watch what you eat. And it also depends on the type of diabetes. So, type 2 is the one that's really huge in my family, which is more of an insulin resistance kind of concept. And I would recommend you check into Dr. Fung's work on that because he's done a lot of great research in helping reverse type 2 diabetes in people and get them off their medications. If you don't have diabetes, it's just a risk assessment like alcoholism or any other thousands of things we are genetically prone to because of our DNA. Get ahead of it. Take care of yourself, eat right, work out, do what you can. If alcoholism is a thing in your family, don't touch booze. Booze literally has nothing beneficial to offer. I'll be honest with you. You could literally tell me if I went to the doctor and he's like, Drake, stop drinking coffee. I would fight that. Okay. I would fight that because there are benefits to me drinking coffee. However, if I walked into that same doctor and he said, Drake, give up all alcohol to cold turkey today, that's it. I'd go home, pour it all down the sink. That'd be the end of it. I wouldn't ever question that because it serves no purpose at all. So, yeah, when it comes to medical stuff like that, Handle it medically, not magically. Let's see. I heard some lore about Azazel being knowledgeable in makeup, the art and beauty and part is true. Actually, true. Yeah, actually, he's really great. And he does deal with beauty, style. Makeup's just like the beginning of it. But yes, he does work in makeup, beauty, style, and arts, as well as even just paint, and decorating. Actually, um, he's weirdly one of the entities that's like, hey, have you considered thinking about wearing this color? And like the purple I like to wear. I know it looks blue, but this is actually like a deep purple. Uh, but I was like, no, I think I'd look like a grape. And he told me to give it a try. I gave it a try. I liked it. I was like, all right. And he's pitched a couple colors at me like that, like a deep, I don't know if it's a hunter green or like a pine green. It's one of those really deep dark greens. Um, and I tried that like that too. So yeah, I mean he's really good in those things, Angela. He really is. As far as makeup, there have been a time or two where whether it was for costuming, Halloween, or something like that, I had to do makeup of some kind, and I will admit I went to him because I don't readily have easy contact with people who do makeup and who can demo it real easily. I have friends who do amazing makeup, but they can't describe it for squat. They can do it on themselves, but and I don't really trust my friends to do my makeup because I'm pretty sure, just as a joke, I'd come out looking like Bozo the Clown. Just because, and I pull jokes on them, so I probably deserve it. But still, yeah. So I go to him for those. Does your co-magician help you in your deity work? Well, that depends on what you mean by help. Technically, when we're dealing with deity work, you have to work with the deity. Would the co-magician be there? Yes. Would the co-magician help you sort through what the deity is teaching you? Yes. But that's really about it. He helps with your side of it, not the deities. And there are certain lessons that you actually would still have to sort out for yourself. Like there's a lot of lessons inside deity work that if you're just told the answer, it doesn't click, it doesn't sink in, and there's you just it doesn't have the impact it needs to have. In those cases, your co-magician is going to sit back and watch you bang your head against the wall till you figure it out. Whoop, we jumped. Let's see. I've got it tapped too. It's hard. But look at your refined sugars, carbs. Yeah. So like I said, top 2 is big in my family, right? So for everyone who's like, Drake, you look fine. You don't need to lose weight. I ain't trying to lose weight, people. I really ain't. I'm just trying to avoid the diabetes. It hit my dad. It took him from us. It's hit a lot of people in my family. And I want to be around to bug my friends and my wife for many, 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 many years to come. So my eating habits and everything and wanting to improve my health are really around that. And that's one of the reasons I'm doing what I'm doing, which I can say my blood work and my labs and everything are looking great. Now, if I can get the weight off, they would look better. So that is one of the reasons the weight has come into it, is because I can get them to go better. And I'm just, hey, longevity. I want to be around to bug people as long as I can be around. What's your favorite kitchen witch 3-course meal for Thanksgiving, Christmas appetizer, dinner, and dessert? Ooh, that's a good one. So I'll be honest with you. I like a good prime rib roast for the main course, which you all saw I did a video on a holiday roast, I think last year. That is one of my favorite go-tos because it's just so freaking delicious and simple. That would be my main dish. So you said appetizer. Appetizer, this may surprise a lot of people, but I'm either going to want a good soup, like a good bone to meat brothy style soup, or I would want a good Caesar or Cobb salad. One of those two. Those are my two favorite salads. My wife would probably lean into the Cobb, so we'd probably end up having a Cobb salad as appetizer, dressed in bacon grease, not actually a salad dressing. We just the bacon that we cook for the Cobb salad, we'd actually toss the salad in that with just a pinch of lemon juice. Mwah, love that shit. Dessert at this house is usually going to be pumpkin pie. Usually going to be pumpkin pie. That's our big weakness. The fallback from pumpkin pie would be a pecan pie. We're Southerners. That's where we're going. Yeah, that's pretty much it right there. That's what we do. We usually have water or coffee to drink with it. Occasionally, we might have a wine. So that's actually a good question, Angela. But that's generally what we do. We might have a side item with the roast, like broccoli or fried cabbage or something like that. Let's see, Jay. Put a clock makeup. Yeah, Jay, I could see Jade doing that. I really could. I could totally see Jade putting a clock makeup on me if I let her do it. You are absolutely right, Angela. And yeah, Squirrel would definitely bust me with glitter. And then that would be a whole little fight. Squirrel wouldn't live that one down. Hey, pipe smoking heathen, glad you can make it. We're getting into some shenanigans up here. Um, I'm trying to keep up with this. I'm sorry about that. Hopefully, you guys are having a great holiday, even though I'm sure the crowds are already stressful. Because, I mean, where we shop, it's not really that crowded usually, but it's already getting cray cray, which is fine. Um, I'm actually kind of enjoying watching some of the people get their decorations and put them up. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I had to like so sad story. I decided to go ahead and clean and close down my smoker for the season because we're getting ready for the move. And as it gets further and further into winter, it's going to get more and more wet, and it's going to be harder to just shut the son of a gun down and clean it up. So I'm out there, I'm doing everything, and you get to see people putting their decorations up. And I got this guy, he's out in his flannel up on a ladder going, ka-tunk, 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 ka-tunk. And all I'm thinking is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. And I'm watching this guy, and he's slipping 2 or 3 times on the ladder. One time it actually tipped. And I actually got to the point where I'm sitting there watching him. And I'll be honest, I was waiting for him to fall, staple himself to the side of the house, something. And no, though he never did, I found it quite entertaining to watch. All the same, because I'm like that, I guess. I don't know. So let's see. Did I accidentally scroll up again? I guess I did. Okay, men have been wearing makeup for. Oh yeah. Men wear makeup. I mean, I got nothing against it. Y'all want to know why I don't wear makeup? I can answer that. I'm lazy. That is it. Um, like if I take the time and I do it all and up and all that, I can actually make it look good, and I can pull it off. I really don't because I'm lazy. It's the same reason. Well, it's the same reason I don't let my hair grow out to where I have to fix it. I'm lazy. And I've actually been asked, Drake, you got some gray in your beard. Why don't you do something to color that? I'm lazy and I'm proud of my gray. I earned this. This is wisdom here. I earned it. So really most of it is I'm lazy. But at the same time, I'm me. You don't have to question. What you see is what you get. So yeah. I know I got a lot of guy friends who wear makeup still. So I think they look amazing with it. There are times I wish I had the time and the drive to do it, but I don't. Let's see. See what Odin did after all. After I was drawn to that. Okay. Let's see. Said he. I've known what. Don't like the idea of putting a face on every day. Yeah, that's kind of me. It's the lazy thing again. Like my things just kind of have to be nice and simple. I'm a simple guy. I really am. I'm not a very complicated person. That's actually one of the reasons people think I'm an a-hole is because I'm very straightforward. I'm not complicated. You want to know what I think? Ask me. I will tell you what I think. You might not like it, but I'll tell you. So just be sure you want the truth if you ever ask me a question. Let's see. Order is this. What are you referring to there, Dana? I'm gonna have to look up. Have you ever heard about the term dragon kiss? Because I've heard about it. A woman that was dragon kissed, and that there would happen only. Yeah, that's a human term, completely made up. I have heard that, and I've checked on it, and the dragons got a good chuckle about the silliness of humans' stories. Is how they actually put it. So there you go. Do I know any gods or spirits that can help me get better at soccer? I'd look to any athletic ones, honestly. So a lot of athletes that I knew like to work with Thor. Um, then there is, come on, people, who's the Greek one? About athletics. Um, Nike, duh. I should know that. Nike is also a really good one. Any of them that deal with athletics and sports could help you with that. GCAB and Gray since same here, mate. Same here. So, like when my hair grows out, like through here, there's little gray spots through here. Those have been there since I was like 13. It was actually quite amazing. Luckily, the chicks digged it, so you know. Let's see. I need some wisdom. Oh, stress. All stress. Well, stress and wisdom kind of go hand in hand, mate. They really do. Wisdom comes from experience and hard work. It don't come from an easy life, really. So, though that stress is giving you the wisdom, so you are getting them that way, mate. Consider that. Let's see. I'm excited for Christmas beers. They are a little more strong and fast. Now, see, that is one thing I will admit. Me and the wife, we do enjoy some of the nice holiday limited edition brews and stuff that come out. I don't overdo it. Never have, never will, but we do enjoy them. Oktoberfest, of course, is probably one of my favorite brews. I love the way that it changes a little every year. But the same thing with the holiday brews and the winter brews and stuff like that. They are really nice. Some of them, not so much. Not so much. Like one year they came out with this, what was it? Hot cocoa and mint ale. One of my friends got me that. Oh, that was not good. I don't know what was it. It was not good. I've had some chocolate beers. I've had some mint beers, and they were delicious. This one missed the mark by miles. But that's kind of the fun of trying them. Some are winners, some are losers. You just never know. That's the fun of trying. That'd be the one thing I'd miss when I gave up alcohol. If I gave up alcohol, which actually that brings me to a good point that we need to discuss, everyone. So last year we did the 6-month challenge, right? Many of you have been on me. Drake, are we doing a 6-month challenge, man? That was amazing. It inspired me. It encouraged me. The the community, everyone sharing their successes and their failures that they turned into successes, and building each other up. 6 months of just driving toward a goal. Y'all are amazing at how much you guys have truly put into that 6-month challenge last year. And the answer to this is yes, we are going to do it. Okay, we are going to do it. And in fact, we are going to do what I'm going to refer to as the 6-month plus. Okay, you ready for this? So here's the deal. I know exactly what I wanted to do for my 6-month challenge this year. Okay, this year. Now, there is some question as to whether I will be able to pull it off due to the move. Okay, so what I'm planning, and I want you all to think about what goal you want for your 6-month challenge. Okay, if you're going to partake in it, and it will be over at the Gilded Community, there will be a special section marked 2022 6-month plus challenge. If you're interested in joining the challenge, join the community, let the admin know. Jade, go ahead and set up the 6-month challenge forum, delete the old one if we haven't deleted it already, and set up the new one so we can get all the tags in for the new 6-month challenge, and delete the old 6-month challenge tag, just so we got fresh tags for everybody. Fresh tags for everybody. Okay. All right, here we go. So what I am planning to do, last year, I really put a heavy focus on fasting and dietary energy research. And I got so many amazing results with it. It really, Jade and the other admin can tell you, especially my wife too, my energy was through the roof. I was hyper. I was annoying. It was great. I got so much done. And I've still highly enjoyed that. So this year, I want to take that to the next level. Okay. So I thought about throughout the year, I was going to try this, but I never got around to it. Life happens. I got busy. And when I was asked about the 6-month challenge this year, I was like, this is when to do it. This is when to do it. And that is, I want to go 100% extreme carnivore in my eating habits, because I've seen so many things in what level of carnivore I do, that I want to know how far I can push that. I want to know how far I can push that, which means absolutely no cheating whatsoever. So there will be no alcohol. There will be no sugar. There will be basically it'll be meat and salt, let's be honest, and butter. That's basically what I'm going to be living on. And coffee. Luckily, coffee counts. Then there's the move. Since we will be living out of hotels and possibly fast food for a month or two, my wife questions whether or not we will be able to swing that. Fair. So my plan is to do extreme carnivore until the move. Do the best I can during the trip. If I can't, fine. Every day that I can't, I'm going to just add to a little calendar thingy. And then after that, we're going to extend it on in. We're going to keep on going. So the first half until the move is, we're settled in, that's going to be as extreme carnivore as I can get. And then once we're settled in, I'm doing that full 6-month after. That's why it's 6-month plus, because for some people, it may feel like it's 6 months with the plus added on the end. The plus is going to be added on my front side. But that is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to be following my energy. I'm going to be still doing my normal ritual work, see how this affects. I want to see how this really is going to affect my magical practice on that extreme side. So, yeah, that's going to be my thing. Now, the whole point here is we are a metaphysical channel. Yes, your 6-month challenge could be metaphysical. But as we discussed last year, your metaphysical or 6-month challenge could be anything that you want to dedicate yourself to improve. And you can use magic to help you along, even if it's not a magical goal. There's a few people, they had goals that were for school. They had goals that were for the gym. I think one person wanted to write a book. So we had a lot of great goals that we were striving for in our lives, something that was, really neat. We wanted to pursue hard. And we did. And the community also helped advise and give ideas on how you could use magic to pursue it further. And and the encouragement, the upliftment that I saw from the community and to each other from one another. Absolutely freaking amazing. Y'all, still at the end of this year, I think back to that and I couldn't be prouder of y'all. I really couldn't. So, with that said, think of it. What is your goal for 2023? I just realized I said 2022 earlier. 2023. What is it you want to do? What is it you want to achieve? What is it you want to dedicate yourself to for that 6-month challenge plus? Write that down because we are going to get this thing started. And if you want to join us, like I said, join the Gilded. Let any of the admin or moderators know you are joining in on the challenge and your goal is, and let us know what your goal is. And we'll make sure you get the tag so that you can be in the conversations, the sharing, all this stuff. Myself, I'll be participating, as will most, if not all, the admin, I think. So definitely, yes, it is that time again, Pootis. I remember you did great last year. And it is hard to believe it's that time again. It really is. Man, this year's flown by. But I'm excited about it. We got a lot of great ideas for next year. I know we're struggling with a little bit on the move and whatnot. We're trying to get everything ready so that the Tuesday videos, you will not miss one while I'm in transit. We are also tinkering with how I might be able to do shorts or maybe even spontaneous live streams during it. We'll see. But I want to share this adventure with you all as much as I can. And that's my plan. I know it's not a big plan. I know it's not a good plan, but that's my plan. Mugs up to y'all. So again, head over to the Gilded community if you want to join us in that. We will be kicking it off on January 1st. You can go ahead. You can join. You can talk about what you want to, what you're going to be doing. You can even start discussing with the community, your plans. And if you want to start early, we won't stop you. We won't. We will not stop you. So there you go. Do what you got to do. Let's see. Did I miss anything during that little I read a story where Hermes was raised in the Hermes actually would be good for speed and stuff. That's true. Aries be good for yeah, Aries. See, there we go. See, this is why I love these live streams. You guys start pinching out ideas and stuff. Because there's a lot of crap crammed in here, but my mind is like a steel trap, and it's usually rusted shut. So, yeah. And I just realized why the camera looks weird to me when I look at the screen. It's because the camera's here. When I look at it, I can hang on my eyes down weirdly. I can see I look right. But when I look at the screen, now my head's not at the camera due to the new camera setup. That's what it is. See, I'm sitting here driving myself crazy. It's a short drive. Don't worry. She was amazing. See, never thought Thor would be helpful. Oh, yeah, he is. He is actually very, very helpful. He's not called the blue collar god for nothing. He is a deity of hard work. He is a deity of physical activities, and he is a deity of fun. Thor is definitely a god of work hard, play hard. And any of you out there in the military, especially if you've spoken with me at different times, the number of military members who work with Thor, especially during the PRT time, because let's be honest, you didn't work out. You did not take care of yourself. And now it's time to pass your test. Is amazingly high. And Thor does tend to come through for them. But they also do it when, it's mandatory fun day and they got to do sports activities like kickball and soccer and stuff too. So, yeah. In fact, I actually kind of came up with this rule. If I can find out which side has more heathens working with Thor during these things, I might maybe place a bet on that team. And it tends to pretty much pay off well. So, dude, thank you, Jay. Thank you. I know I keep throwing things for you to do, but I appreciate you much. Yeah. Let's see. And we jump. I was annoyed. It was great. Sounds like me and my family reunion. Let's see. Where are we? Well, the challenge is what would be for your life. Like what I'm doing, that's me. Some people are just doing get better sleep. I mean, the term challenge is just you're challenging yourself to do something and make things better. So if there is a rough spot in your life, figuring out a way to smooth it out and challenging yourself to smooth it out is actually generally a good idea. But if you don't want to join, that's fine. Let's see. Let's see. When I joined the live, I felt down because nothing really works for me, especially in Magic. But after the challenge announcement, I got so excited that I started really believing in myself. Ah, Karma, are you talking about like last year's challenge or this year's? I mean, either way, that's pretty cool that we could inspire you. But I was just a little curious because I seem to think I've seen you make some progress this year, so it would make sense if it was last year's. This year, okay, cool, cool. Well, join us, mate. Join us, definitely. Pop on over there. Make sure you join us. Yeah. I'll admit the challenge last year. We did it for fun. And the amount of people who just, I mean, you guys were inspiring me because I know challenges and whatnot can be helpful, but I did not expect the results we got last year. I did not. Um, for a random ideal for the community and growth, that it was awesome. It really was. We all struggle, guys. Uber, Karma, we all struggle one way or another. We all got them. No one is struggle free. And if they tell you they are, they're lying to you or they're trying to sell you something. Trust me. Um, we all have them. So they may be different, but we do all have them. Let's see. How do you join the challenge? Okay, Jade. If you can, drop the gilded link, or you after the stream, you can go to the about section. You'll find a gilded link there. Join the gilded community. Once you're in the gilded community and you're approved, let myself or one of the admin or the mods know. Message them, or just tag one of us in general chat and say, "Hey, I want to join the 6-month plus challenge." And let us know what your goal will be in that challenge, and we'll make sure you get the tag so you are added into it. Yeah, pretty simple. And then all the conversations and all that's going to be taking place. We're even discussing doing a challenge member only live stream or Zoom call kind of thing where we can all get together, cut up, chat, check in, take it to that next level, maybe do some voice chats and whatnot for those that are interested. It's not a requirement. If all you want to do is use the text channel, use the text channel. If you're one of those that want to get crazy and get in voice chat, and Lord only knows what's going to happen once we're in there talking and hopefully inspiring each other, we're going to look at possibly doing that this year. All right, Karma, looking forward to seeing you there this year. Looking forward to it. And I should say, even if you don't join the Gilded, if you still want to do the challenge and just share your successes and ask questions here in the live streams, I'll be happy to help there too. Though it will be easier and for us to communicate through the Gilded, obviously. Now I have to think of something to challenge. Yeah, there's always something we can challenge ourselves on. Now I have to think of something. Yep. Yeah, when you're a skeptic and you don't want to believe, that's going to be a problem. Doubt and disbelief are the enemies of magic. And if you literally walk in not wanting to believe the magic's going to work in the first place, you're automatically undoing your own spell. That's kind of the problem. That would be an issue. In magic, I mean, even me who came into magic to disprove it, honestly, the first step that I knew I had to do was let go of disbelief and assumptions and just go in. Because if I already started doing what I was doing with the knowledge that it wasn't going to work or not wanting to believe, then I'm just going to ground it out. That's like trying to build a house and not wanting to pick up a hammer. You just can't do that. So yeah, that's a tricky one. It really is. It can be really hard. It can. I mean, I think I mentioned it in the live stream not long ago. There's times where still to this day, I'm like, am I freaking crazy? And I look back at my journals and I see all the successes that we have had and everything that it has changed and the reliability of the things that I do. And that pulls me back in because it's just like, I can't make this up. I'm not that creative. And I'm really not. Anyone who's ever seen me try to name a character in D&D realizes I ain't creative. So yeah, it's an ongoing struggle for all of us. I've never met a magician who doesn't occasionally question it. And questioning is good, but you have to balance the questioning with the work. You can't just let the questioning take over. When does the challenge start? January 1st. January 1st is when we will be starting. In the Gilded community, even posted a story about paranormal at some point. Okay, cool. It's hard for me to keep everyone straight in the Gilded community. There's a lot of us. There is, especially for the people who only post occasionally. But the people who like spam and, well, I say spam playfully, let me say. The people who talk regularly and occasionally make you consider duct tape. We love y'all. We do. We love you. Those names tend to stick in my head the most. But it is hard for me to keep up with everyone. And some people in here in chat don't use the same name in Gilded, and that even gets me even more confused. And then it's like, oh God, my eyes are going crossed again. So, but that's all good. We love you either way. Man, picking just one challenge is hard. I got so much to choose from. Yeah, it can be. One thing I told a member last year is if you have a few things, and if there's two that you feel you could work on simultaneously, consider it. But don't overwhelm yourself to the point where you're working on so many things that you don't really make progress on any. So remember that focus is kind of important. That's one of the lessons I learned early in Magic. I tried to do everything and I really progressed at nothing. It wasn't until I started to slow down and focus more that my progress really started to build up. And that is a big one. You gotta focus sometimes. What's my experience with Freya? I adore Freya. I absolutely love her. She is one of the entities I work with a lot. And actually, now I think about it, she actually helps a lot with the moves as well. Um, yeah. Freya is one of those entities that I work and speak with her weekly. There's no doubt. Several times a week that I spend time with Freya. I love her. Queen of the Valkyries. She's one of my favorite warrior goddesses. The fact that she's been watered down to just be a love and beauty goddess in modern paganism pisses me off. Because she is so much more, and she is a fantastic entity. Well, Maria, I mean, if you're going to get down on yourself, you can actually self curse yourself. And I mean, you're not a direct student. I can't diagnose it directly, but I mean, if you choose to give up, that's your choice and you're free to do it. And, I wish you the best in anything you do. But magic's not easy. That's one thing I've said on this channel a lot. There's certain aspects of magic that on their surface level are easy, but magic, the practice, the path, the walking it, the doing it, the long term, there's no part of it that's easy. There isn't. It's a lot of work. And I've told many of students, if you come to magic looking for the easy road, you came the wrong direction. It does take a lot of work because magic demands growth. It demands change. And growth and change demand, well, they demand bumps in the road. The concept is you use the magic, you open the pathways, and the pathways start to flow, and you start hitting the potholes and the bumps, and you start getting shaken around like a maraca full of nails, and you're bouncing around, all these nails flying around, while somebody sings chim chimney chiroo with you. And can you just ride this out after the spells open the road? Yes, you could. The smarter thing would be, now that you've opened the road, to also now start using magic to smooth out the road, to dodge some of the nails, dodge the potholes, those kinds of things. It's a process. It's a long process. It's not easy. If it were easy, more people would do it. And Maria's right. It does take practice. You don't master it right away. I mean, I've got students, have they seen successes quickly? Yes. Were they anywhere near the concept of proficient? No. I got students who still struggle with different aspects of different styles of magic. Though anyone can learn any style, there is a natural inclination that we gravitate towards certain things easier. So, for example, can I bake a cake? Yes, I can bake a cake. Is it easy for me to bake a cake? No, it is not easy to bake a cake. Mentally speaking, there's a lot of things about baking I don't like. They're not my preference. And because of that, baking is hard for me. And I generally avoid it, to be honest with you. But I can do it. I can do it. Now, running a grill, running a stove, running an oven, cooking meat, I don't really have to think about that. I can light a fire, I can get it set, I can get it dialed in. It's just my brain understands that. So that form of cooking, very easy. Baking, that form of cooking, not my cup of tea, not my thing, difficult. Magic's the same thing. You may find you have a penchant for candle magic. This is very good. Something you're good at. Your brain understands it. You run right along. You may find out sigil magic. Great. Servitors, great. Ceremonial magic, great. Low magic, great. There's so many different varieties and flavors, and each magician or practitioner will find certain ones easier or harder based on, well, personality traits. Is really what it comes down to when you think about it. Because I'm great in the outdoors. I'm great cooking meats and stuff like this on fire. Oh, fire. But when it comes to math, I hated math in school. Outside counting my money and my change, I don't like math. Don't like it. And baking is a lot of freaking math. And Jade laughs at me about this, but it's true. It's a lot of math. And I am a little dyslexic, so I've screwed that up before. I've actually accidentally switched a half a teaspoon for maybe 2.5 tablespoons of pepper once. Did not come out right, by the way. But can I bake? Yes. It just takes a lot more focus and effort, but I can do it. Where my wife's great at baking because she's like all about the recipe. She needs all the, so she really does great there. Whereas like if I was to holler in and tell her how to cook a pork shoulder, since I don't really have a recipe and I'm just kind of throwing, generalizations, she does not excel there. We kind of two different sides here. But magic really will function the same way. Hope that makes sense. Because I just know I compared magic to cooking, but it really is kind of worked that way. Hey, Pipe Smoker, thank you for the super chat there. I want you to know how much you've helped me since I found your channel. It means a lot to me. Thank you very. Oh, mate, hugs up to you. Thank you. Glad I could be of help to you. You know, I used to follow a pipe smoking channel. They used to try different blends and stuff, and your name always makes me think of it, but I don't think it was you. It might have been you, actually. If it was you, that's pretty cool. I'm going to have to go find them, see if it was you, because that's really been bugging me since you've been on here. If it was you, you were there with me when we mourned the loss of Frogmorton Cellar. We'll miss you, Froggy. Like me, I hate rolling out dough. Yeah, see, right? Yep. So it's just those little things, those nuances. There's a lot of nuances in there that people just doesn't understand. But yeah, that's another reason I love the gilded community, because we're all in there. We're struggling. People's like, Drake, what are you going on today? It's like, I know I got hit by a dump truck. And you kind of, I guess, get to see the human side. I would think you guys get to see the human side of me here on the live streams, because I tell you how many times I screw up. I'm far from perfect. But at the same time, every one of us in there, we're having good days and bad days and up days and down days and sideways days. Occasionally, we just get flushed down a toilet into the septic tank because it's just that shitty. But we got a community of people to be like, hey, get a cup of coffee, grab a snack, take a breath. All right. Wherever you're at, move forward. And right now, I possibly think that maybe that community might be the best thing Working Dragon Mystics actually inspired. I could be wrong. I know the channel has helped so many, and I get constantly like, pipe smoking heathen here. And I'm grateful I'm able to do that. But I think the ability to have a community where it's not just the crazy Southern Drake, it's everyone helping lift each other up. I really think that's one of the better things that we've accomplished here. And I do say we, because first off, the community wasn't my ideal. I didn't think it'd work. Secondly, if it wasn't for the admin and the moderators, it wouldn't work. And if it wasn't for the people in the community doing what they do, caring and helping each other, it wouldn't work. So it's a we thing on that one for sure. So mugs up to everyone there. The problem, Maria, is it's different for everyone. Some people feel energy very, very lightly. Some feel it very, very heavily. It's different. It's no one size fits all. And some people, I know great magicians can go through their whole career and they're like, well, I can't really feel energy. And though it may scramble some people's noodle, they can't. They have no understanding of, and be honest with you, they have trouble describing feelings in general. Some of them, but they still can do magic. They can still do extremely powerful magic because there is not a requirement to feel energy to do magic. That's not a requirement. It's just not. If you're alive, if you can have a thought, which the fact that you're typing on the internet tells me you can have a thought, you can do magic. No need to sacrifice and give up stuff, and no one wants the soul anyways. The soul has no value. That's an old Hollywood myth. So don't worry about that either. If someone's telling you have to sacrifice and that, no. Would you have to put work into it? Yes. Would you have to put a little time into it? Yes. But that's the same sacrifice I do to a video game. I mean, I literally got a video game this weekend that I'm not looking things up on the internet. I'm not looking things up. I'm just playing it for the challenge and a little bit of relaxation. And it takes time and it takes effort. if that's sacrifice, well, I'm sacrificing myself to a video game. But that's the same thing that I do for work. That's the same thing I do for my relationships. That's the same thing I do for the channel. That's the same thing I do for my cooking. It takes time and effort that I need to put into it. It's what I do for D&D. For those of you who know, I played, well, I guess I run D&D. I'm the DM. I'm the one who built the world. I have to take time out of my week and whatever I do, and I have to prep for the games. Is that a sacrifice? I guess some people would call it that. For me, I call it fun. Is it time? Is it effort? Yes. In fact, when I'm stressed, that's what I do. I world build and do that in order to, it's something fun. It's a hobby, but it takes time and it takes effort. And unfortunately, this day and age, time and effort equals sacrifice to a lot of people, which is a sad point, I think. And that's a mentality shift we might need to shift and change. Because and that's what Magick should be. It should be that thing we put time and effort into it. But Magick is life. Magick is living. It's not always easy. But there is truly something about it that is beautiful. Like hiking up onto a high ledge overlooking a valley or a forest. There was work to get there, but no photograph will ever replicate the view of standing there yourself. That's magic. It takes a little effort, does take time. But the true experience and beauty of it, of the process, of the journey, and the love of that journey is really what the path is. So there we go. And Jade, of course, had to throw her clocks at me. Jade, you didn't get denied your clocks, did you? All right. Congratulations, Jade. Mugs up to you on that one. All right, everyone. We will get ready to close out here. What's this? I'm a connoisseur, not a YouTube channel fella. Okay, so it wasn't you. The name reminds me. I don't know which channel it was, but oh well. I still miss my froggy. Though actually, I haven't had a pipe in a while. It's been a while, so we'll see how that goes. All right, everyone felt the clocks. Yep, there's Jade and her clocks. I tell you what. Everyone. All right, everyone. Thank you. This has been a lot of fun. I'm really, really, really hyped for this year's 6-month plus challenge. I have no idea how well I'm going to do at this challenge. Okay, I'm going to sign off with this because I'm going to tell you, I like food. I'm a Southerner. Y'all know this. I like food. Luckily, meat is my favorite food, so maybe I'll do okay. We'll see. This one's going to be a hard one, but I think it's also going to be a good one because it's been a really long time since I've had a real head breaker, hard kind of project. And I'm really looking forward to that. And you guys are already telling me, Drake, you're not shutting up. You're supposed to be going to bed. I do apologize. So I will listen to you all for a change. You all listen to me enough as is. You all have a wonderful week. Enjoy this week's video. I believe we have a special treat this week, if I'm correct. I'll save the surprise. Please, when you see it, comment. Let us know what you think. And be very supportive. All right. Everyone, have a fantastic week, a wonderful holiday. Remember, they're going to be grumpy out there. We can be happy. Let we be happy. Let them be grumpy. Okay? We're in charge of our own happiness, not them. They can be grumpy. We're going to enjoy. All right? Take care. Good night. Bye-bye.